internet, it's Emily. I'm back. I've been gone for a very long time and I have excuses for that. Basically, the reason why I've been gone for so long is the camera I was using I borrowed from my photography teacher, and then school ended for me really early because I'm a senior and I'm graduating from high school this year, and I had to give the camera back to her, so I had nothing to record videos on, which was kind of dumb of me. I don't know, I should have thought that through. Anyway, I just got a new camera yesterday and I'm using it right now and it's so great. It's the Canon Rebel T5i and I'm obsessed with it. And now I get to make more videos for you guys. So that's what I'm doing today. Hello, welcome. So today I'm going to start something that I've been wanting to do for a while, that I've wanted to do ever since I started a booktube channel, but I just haven't had the means to do it. It is something called Recent Reads, where I talk about the last 4 or 5 books I've read. So instead of doing them monthly, like a lot of people do, sometimes I read a lot in a month, sometimes I read a little in a month. Instead, I'll just do 4 or 5 books, a video, and a recent reads. They'll be staggered very randomly, depending on when I read 4 to 5 books. So that's what I'm doing today. This is the first one. Welcome. So today I'll show you the last 5 books I've read, and then I'll probably just show you the book I'm currently reading just because I can. So recently I read All the Bright Places by Jennifer Nevon. This book is about a boy who is depressed and suicidal, and he meets a girl when he's at the top of a clock tower who also looks like she's thinking about jumping off, and he talks her out of it, and they become friends, and it's sort of their journey, both with mental illnesses or dealing with stuff in their past. It was a good book. I think I gave it 3 stars, maybe 4, something around 3 to 4 stars on Goodreads. The characters were really great, and the writing was good, and it was very interesting. I just didn't feel myself getting very emotionally invested in the book. I didn't feel very anything at the end, which I know is strange. Honestly, it could be because I've had, not personally, but with other people I've known, a lot of experience with suicide. So either when I read about it in a book, I react very intensely, or I react none at all, and that's just what happened with this book. And I feel very weird talking about it, so woohoo, this is going on the internet. Another book that I read recently, it's a book, I'm just gonna count it as a book. It was the first volume of Captain Marvel. So this started in 2013 or 14, one of the two, and it's a whole new storyline for Captain Marvel. She's still the same, her backstory is still the same, it's just a new story that starts, so I'm not jumping in the middle of anything. I gave this 4 stars out of 5 on Goodreads. I loved it. I've been really into reading comics recently, and I love Marvel everything. So I really want to read Captain Marvel. She is so cool. She's so sick. Oh my god, I love her. And the Guardians of the Galaxy show up in the middle of this, which is so cool, and the characters are great. I really like the plot. I want to get volume 2 really soon because I really enjoyed this. So yeah, comics are a thing that I like a lot. So if you like comics too, if you know more about Marvel comics and what order to read them in, and more stuff, things that I should know while reading them, or anything that you think I should read, totally talk to me about it in the comments, because I love talking about this and I want to know more. This book I read very recently. I think I read this last week, and it is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This has been talked about a lot recently. She's been talked about a lot recently. I've read one of her other books. The archive's right there. I need to still get the Unbound. I need that sequel. But this is fantasy basically is what this is, and it deals with alternate, parallel universes. There's 4 different Londons that this one guy named Kel, he jumps between them, and he's supposed to bring messages between the kingdoms, or the cities, but he also illegally smuggles things between places, and he accidentally gets something that's very dangerous that he was not supposed to bring into the other London that he lives in, and things go down, and it's so cool, the world that she built in this book, and her writing style is so great. Wow, that sentence just slapped me in the face. It was so great. That's what her writing is like. The first line of this book is so cool. Her writing is just really great. But also the characters are great. The story was really exciting and it's super interesting because it's totally fantasy. There's hardly anything to do with our world, which was really cool. And it's full of magic. There's magic everywhere. and there's like spells, and I love that kind of stuff. And there's also a character named Lila. I loved her. Oh my god, she's so cool. And the sequel is going to, I think, be mostly surrounded by Lila, and then Kel and other characters will be in it. But this one, Kel's the main focus. I think the sequel, Lila, will be the main focus. I think that was really awesome. So I gave this 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I thought it was really great. It was really, really fun to read, super interesting, really gripping. And you should really check it out if you like fantasy or if it just sounds interesting, because it was really good. Definitely worth reading. And the money is expensive. This is also something I've read recently, and again, it's a graphic novel slash comic book, and it's Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. Nimona has been a webcomic for a long time, and it just finished up, and then HarperCollins was like, hey, we want to publish that in a book. So they did. I pre-ordered this when I heard that it was coming out. It came out and I read it, and it was super, super fun. It's about this girl named Nimona, and it's totally fantasy, and she is a shapeshifter, and she becomes like the sidekick of this evil man, and his name is Ballister Blackheart, and it was super, super fun. And Nimona is hilarious, and the writing was really great. I thought it was just a really, really great quick read that I recommend to anyone who thinks it sounds interesting, because it was super, super fun. Noelle Stevenson is awesome. And finally, the last book I read before the book that I'm currently reading was Saint Anything by Sarah Desson. This one, Penguin offered to send to me, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. I need to try Sarah Desson. And I love this. Oh my god. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. This is about a girl named Sydney, and her brother Peyton is a troubled child, and he does a lot of bad things. Then he does like drugs and like alcohol. He does the alcohol. One night he goes to a friend's house, and he's driving home at 2 in the morning, really high, very, very drunk, and he hits like a 13-year-old boy or something who's on a bike and paralyzes him from the waist down, which sucks. And it's just about Sydney dealing with what happened to her brother and how her family is reacting to it. She meets a new family because she switches schools, and it's about her relationship with that family. And I loved it. There is something about her writing. It's addicting, like you just want to keep reading it and reading it, which is weird. I don't know how to like describe it, but the characters were great. The storyline was really interesting. I just wanted to read about Sydney and her life. I wanted to know what was going to happen the whole time. Even though it was a contemporary, it was still felt like things kept happening. I don't know. It was just so amazing. I just really love this. So if you were ever just thinking about getting this, I think you should definitely get this. And just in case you're wondering, I'm currently reading Winger by Andrew Smith. I don't have the dust jacket. It's across my room. I don't feel like getting it. I don't want to say too much now because I have 100 pages left, and I need to leave things to say in my next recent reads, but just gotta say I don't think this will be a 5-star from me. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about this right now. So yeah, ta-da! That's my new booktube video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna stop talk singing. Woohoo! Good times. I have a very important question for you, viewer, if you care about this, if you feel like watching more videos from me. I have not done a book haul for a very long time. I don't think I did one for March, April, or May. So I was wondering, do you want a collective haul where I show you the books I got in March, April, May, or do you just want an April, May book haul, or just a May book haul? So I don't know what you would rather watch, a super, super long one or a quick short one where you just see what I've gotten recently. So let me know in the comments what you would rather watch. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. I have links to my Instagram and my Tumblr and my Twitter and my blog in the down thing if you'd like to follow any of them. I use them all a lot except for my blog. I need to keep that up. If you subscribe, that's awesome. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate if you watch this, and I'll see you next time. Bye! So today's video is gonna